Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is the start of a new week, and this week we're going to talk about different views. We'll get started here. Hello, welcome. So this week we're going to talk about something called RecycleView. So I actually have this over here. To Google it to kind of give you an idea. So what's a RecycleView? It's kind of like this. So if you've ever seen, I'm sure you've seen stuff like this before in the past, so this ain't the first time you've seen something like this. So as you see here, we could list different things. In this case, you're using ratings, when a movie came out, and so forth. So I'm going to start a video series on how to do this in Android. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to call it, I guess I should call it something with my RecycleView. So I'll call it, keep the same trend going here. RecycleView, and I am hit next. I keep it at 18, next, empty, and finish. Alright, so now we'll let it start up like we normally do. Let it blow up like it normally does. Let it run, not a big deal. Alright, so now that we got that going, so let's go ahead and find our view here. And let's go to our layout. Perfect. Alright, so now we're going to go up here and we're going to find the recycle. So here we go. So you just drag it down here into our app. And alright, so you guys might get a different one. So this looks a little different. It usually brings up, so in older versions it'll bring up and say, do you want to install this? But apparently it installed it automatically. So let's add it to the bottom here, like we did everything. I think if that's right. I want to kind of expand it so it takes up the whole screen. Alright, so I wanted to expand it so it took up the entire screen. I saw that little console down there. So it should have added these guys here. We didn't talk about Gradle scripts. It should have added it down here somewhere under the build. So let's click on, double click on that. And trying to see if I see, okay. You see right here where it added RecycleView 7.26. So it did put the implementation in the Gradle. And these are the guys that get everything up and running. So, but let's see here. It says this view is not constrained horizontally. At runtime, it will jump to the left unless you had a horizontal constraint. All right, so let's see. What do you do? All right, I'm trying to fix my window here so I can see what the heck's going on. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to undo what I did and do it again, because I don't think I did it right. And I'll probably do more damage by trying to do that. So let's find a recycle again. Right here. So let's do this again. So let's pull it down. Let's put it right here for now. And let's see if I come over here. Put it in a down here. I think that worked this time because I used it over here. So now we have it in the middle. Before I had it differently. It didn't blow up on us. So that's a good, this is what it is. Not too concerned about that. All right, so let's actually run this. Let me see if I get rid of this execution fail down here. All right, hello world. So I want to take that out of there. So I meant to mention that before. So let's get this out of here. Always forget to take that out. Now, as you notice here in the RecycleView, once it loads up again, there's no data there. It's just we have it here, but there's nothing there. So what we need to do is we need to add data to it. But in order to do that, we need something called an adapter. So think of this adapter as a middleman. It communicates with the application, and it also communicates with the backend that works driving the data. So in order to do that, we need to create another layout. So go over to your layout, right click and do new, and we'll do let's see, we want to create a resource file. So right new, let me see, new resource file. So we create a resource file. Where's resource file? Right. No, hold on. All right, let's see here. What am I doing? New layout resource file. Sorry. All right, so let's call this list row. Root element. That's fine. Actually, that is not fine. We should want, I'm gonna copy this. This is not what I want. We should have linear layout. That's the layout that we want. Main layout. Okay, that should be good. All right, let's move this up here. Perfect. All right, so now let's go into, we're gonna go into text, and we're gonna change some stuff around here. So we're using linear. We're gonna actually go relative because it's a better layout for what we're trying to accomplish. So it allows us to do the layers of data. So I'm gonna change it to RELAT. It should pop up. There we go. That is what we want. So let's take this out. Good. All right, cool. This is what we definitely want. So save that. All right, so we have orientation. All right, so that looks good. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Orientation equals vertical, and then this right here got kind of laid out. It looks like it got mixed up there. So width equals parent. That's good, and a match parent. Okay, so that's good. So if you have that up there, you could probably pull it down there. So it's down there, which is good. Okay, let's go back to the design. Now we're gonna use something called a card view, which is looks like a card that you can view. So let's see here. We're going to try to put it into a layout down here. So if I drag it down here, it is going to pop up and say this operation requires libraries, and this just means that we don't have it, so we need to add it. Hit OK. All right. As you can see here, it does exist, so it is loaded in our information. This guy just does not like me today. All right, so one of the things I meant to tell you is if you go down to text, you can see here that we have added it. It's showing here the card view, because we're going to actually put some data in here, so it's going to hold the data for us so that we can display it. So in order to do it, like if we went back to that website I had showed you before, this website right here, in order to stack it up and down, we're going to need to add a linear vertical. So we're going to have to put a layout inside of the card view so that it does what we just showed you there. So what we need to do is come up here and type in linear layout, and we need to do vertical because we want to go up and down like that, and go it in here, put it in there. And now if we go in here, we should have our layout. Now it says this linear view is useless, no children, no background. Well, we haven't added anything to it, so I'm not too concerned about it right now. So let's double check and make sure we have it. So let's go into our text layer, and as you see, we do have the linear layout. So we have Android width, we have the height, and we have the orientation. And then what I'm gonna do here is just put this at the bottom, so it gives me just for debug purposes. But I'm also gonna add some code here. Okay, where was that at? So I'm gonna add a text view. So text view, and so this is gonna see, that's nice. It automatically adds some stuff for us. So I want to wrap content, so that's awesome. This is new. Last time I did this, it didn't do that. So this is going to be wrap content as well. But we also need to add, I'm not sure why I didn't add it, we need to add the weight. So I'm going to put layout weights. It might actually not be on here anymore. Let's see, weights. All right, it is there. I thought maybe I got rid of it and I wasn't sure of it. One, so we also need an ID that is matches this. So I'll type in Android, and then we need to have ID equals, and we'll do at plus, oops, ID, and then we'll give it a name. This will be the title. Alright, so that is what we want for now to start us off. Alright, so let's see if we can see anything. Alright, can't see anything yet, so we need to add something else. We need to give it some type of value out there. Sorry. Eyes itching. Alright, so let's see, we have ID title, so let's give it a text value. So let's come down here and type in Android text equals title. And now if we come over here, hopefully we got something. Okay, so you see title with the up here. So it shows you that the card layer is working. We just put some data in there, and now it's displaying it on the screen. So that's a good sign. Perfect. Okay, so as you see here, if you want to do this, you could zoom in a little bit and see what so you can see that a little bit more. I'm not going to do that, but just kind of give you an idea. So let me go back into the text mode here, and let's add some more data. So now we're going to add, let's see, we have the title here. So now we're going to add some padding. So we're going to put Android, and we're going to put padding left. So we're, basically what this means is you're positioning where stuff's going to lay at. So where you want your text to lay at. So we have padding left, and then you pick a location. So I'm doing 14 dp, and then I'm going to do top, kind of like, you know, like when we get a new app and we drag and drop from top to bottom with our constraints. So it's kind of like that. We're we're actually coding this in. So now this will be top. We'll make this 10 dp. All right, so we have our top, width, height. Perfect. So next thing that we need to do is we need to add, guess what, another text layer in. Perfect. So I'll come over here, I do text view, and for width I make it wrap content. For height, so let's make it wrap content as well. So let's come up here, and we need to have a ID with it. So I'll put Android ID equals that plus ID, and then I'll say description. All right, so let's see, wrap content, the height. All right, we need weight on here as well. So I'll put Android. We need to have layouts weight. Perfect, and do what we want it. We'll do 1 wrap content, and then we need text like we had before. So Android, and this will be text equals description, and I think that's it. Okay, so it looks there. It doesn't look too pretty right now, but we'll have to fix that up. So it's a work in progress, I guess. I just noticed I forgot to give it padding. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with top to be, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these real quick and paste them down here and change the values around maybe. So where do I have title at? I have it there, so I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just put it down below it. The only difference is, let's see here, the left, I think we will keep it the same, but the top, let's do half a, let's do it by 2, so let's 5 dp. So let's see what it looks like now. All right, so now that looks more lined up. So what we did here is when I was lining it up, I want to make sure the left matched this so that those two guys line up. Now, before we did the top 10, and the reason we did the top 10 up there is because title's closer up. If we did 10, then it override it. So now we're half of that. That's 10, 5, and so forth. So that worked out fine. So that's perfect. That's what we're looking for. Good. So now let's add some more stuff. And this is the thing, you could do this stuff in here, or you could actually go out in the properties. But in this case, we can't because it's behind the scenes. So we had title. Let's give it a bold value. So let's come up here. Let's make the font bold. We'll do text style, and under style we'll put bold. Perfect. We could do the size as well, the font size. We could do what the heck is it, text size. All right, and then we could put the size equals 18 SP. Perfect. All right, so now if we come back over here and made the title a little bit, we could probably do something different with description. So that is it for the first video of this. So we'll actually be creating more. There's a couple more videos of this as we complete this application. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Great day.